And today I want to talk to you about what happens after the opt-in, right? I mean, a lot of people, this whole sales funnel game has went bonkers over the past 2.5, 3 years. And for good reason. I mean, it's definitely been a shift in the culture, a shift in how the world does things. And it's also given a lot of great opportunity to, people like myself. So, I mean, it's not been, it's not definitely not been all bad. But, the thing is I think it got a bit convoluted. I think a lot of people were coming in and selling the dream and, selling, hey, got into build a, you're one funnel away, or build a funnel and, it turns into your own personal ATM machine, or, this or that. And unfortunately, I wish that was the case, because I would be a lot more richer. But, unfortunately, that's not how, what a funnel was intended for. Initially, putting a funnel together or putting an ad together is to find interest. You're looking to find people who are really interested in what it is that you have to offer as a direct response tool. So it even goes back into direct response versus brand identity. Direct response is looking for people to, find people who now in the next 30 days are looking to purchase from you. Whereas brand identity is all about how you make someone feel when they look at your brand. So it even goes back into that. So what we're doing here is, when you're putting up an ad, right, or you're putting up, an ad, or you're putting up a sales funnel or whatever it might be, understand that, yes, the top end of the funnel's goal is to get that opt-in, right? Get that name, get that phone number, get that email, or, email name, whatever, you're aiming to get, right? That's awesome. But then what are you doing after they opt in? What are you doing when they opt in? See, that's where this system really comes into play. Understanding that, and some of you might be on the other end there saying, hey, well, I'll pick up the phone and I call them. Okay, what happens when they don't answer? What happens after you call them and they don't answer? Oh, I call them again. Okay, so you call them again tonight. They don't answer again. Well, that's common, because they don't know your number. And if you're calling them from a different area code, there's a very slight chance they're going to pick up. So what is that process behind, right? Are you sending them anything in the mail? Are you texting them? Are you Facebook messaging them? Are you Facebook friending them? Are you connecting with them on LinkedIn? What are you doing on your social media side to make sure they know who you are? How are you connecting with them with a name so that they don't have to guess on a number? What is your script like when you send stuff out to them? Is there language patterns? Is there stuff involved in that script that is helping them with getting them to say yes? And what is the time between when all this stuff happens? See, this system is not just pick up the phone and call somebody. And I think a lot of people think that when they get an opt-in, all they got to do is call them within 2 hours, and they're going to pick up, and they're going to know who they are, and they're going to buy from them. And that's not what this game is, right? You're looking through the wrong lens. You're looking through the wrong way this game is supposed to work, right? Now, don't get me wrong. A sales funnel is a great, great tool, and a sales funnel can make you a lot of money when utilized the correct way. But understanding that that is less than 1/20th of what you're utilizing, of the resources that you're using to get people to convert to sales, and how a sales funnel is literally the tool that is the visual tool that is used to basically get someone to say they're interested in whatever it is you have to offer. But it's not someone buying anything from you. It's not someone giving you a credit card number. It's someone saying, hey, I saw your page. It looked awesome. I liked your offer. Here's my hand. Are you real? Will you come here and visit me? Will you come here and talk to me? Because I'm interested. That's what a sales funnel does. Right? Now, it gets you and it helps you with having to go through the weeds, but what is that system behind it? What is that, emotionalist system that we like to call it over here? When you get into, the Better Leads box, we call this an emotional system. Emotionalist system. So what is that emotionalist system? What is that system behind that opt-in that happens automatically every single time? With automatically every single time, with no, question, no emotion, no reasoning why you would or you wouldn't do anything. You do it because this is what you do after an opt-in happens. This follows that system down the line. They did this, now you do that, right? remember, you guys need to have a sales process behind the opt-in. It reminds me of what Tiffany and I do. Tiffany and I, if you've opted into the Better Leads Box, and you've opted in and done the boot camp, which again, you can go do right now. That boot camp is designed. That boot camp alone, we should be charging money for. But that boot camp is designed to help you all with generating leads organically on social media, all social media platforms in the next 30 days. Like that's what that's designed for. We help people get leads and generate money with the boot camp alone. But one of the emotionalist tasks that Tiffany and I do, and if you've opted into the Better Leads Box here in the last few weeks, you've seen that we've consistently been doing this because it's working really well. But one of our processes is when we get a lead, we have triggers and things that happen. We get texted, it goes into our CRM, we get emailed, we have some backup. So ours gets sent a bunch of different places, but we get notified. And, me and Tiffany will do a personalized live video for every single person that comes through, and we'll personalize that video. We'll send them that video and say, hey, and part of what our next step is now you got into the boot camp. Now talk with us about where your social media is and what we need to make sure that we get done in these next 7 days of your boot camp time, so that we can make sure that in the next 30 days, you're going to get leads, right? Because there's some specific things that you do need to set up correctly and have some things set up properly, so that when people look at your profile, see you posting out there like we teach you in the boot camp, that people are going to be attracted and know who it is that you are and what it is that you do, so they can make a buying decision with you in the next 30 days. So that's what the boot camp is designed to do. But anyway, just remember, y'all, it reminds me of that story of like me and Tiffany always following the system. It doesn't matter if it's a man or a woman, doesn't matter if they're 22 or if they're 62, it doesn't matter what it is. We follow the same system over and over and over again, and consistently following this system to a T converts sales, right? It's all emotionalist. We follow the system, and businesses is systems, putting a system in place that is emotionalist, where you just follow it. When leads come in, you do X. When leads convert, you do Y. To multiply those leads into more, multiply those new sales into more sales, right? And it's all about putting that system together. And it's not cookie cutter. It's not something that, we were sitting here teaching everybody to do the exact same thing. It literally is coming in and following the tools and the resources that we have in the Better Leads Box to then come up with your own customized system that works best for you, your own person, right? People come and do business with you because you are you. You are no one else. And that is, a powerful, powerful, powerful statement. You can make your brand, yourself, anything you want it to be. And it all starts with how you take care of your clients. That's branding, how well you take care of your clients and how well your clients like you. So anyway, I've been rambling on here for about 9 minutes. So this is an important video, though, because understanding the difference between an opt-in and a sale, or an opt-in and reaching out to someone and having a specific system that is converting, right? Don't be just calling people to call people. Call 80 people at 2:13 in the afternoon when the leads come in for the next 60 to 90 days, and then be like, these leads suck, this doesn't work. No, this does work. Understanding how to work it, understanding how to play the game properly, that's what makes this work. And this is part of that, understanding that you got to put a sales system in place, a sales process in place that is going and proven to convert sales consistently every week. Then you'll find that this is the easiest and the fastest way to scale your business, because it's literally just finding more interested buyers faster. Put that sales process behind it, it becomes a lethal combination. So make sure you got your sales process in place. Make sure you know where your triggers are. So when someone does opt in, or when you get that trigger with that new lead, to drop them into that sales process. Make sure you understand how the sales process starts, and also make sure that you guys in your sales process hold control of the process. You let a customer get in control of that process, or customer get in control of that conversation, or whatever it might be. Things can go downhill really, really fast. So other than that, y'all, hope you enjoyed this. Make sure you have that sales process in place. It doesn't matter if you're getting a lead organically, a referral, an opt-in lead, whatever it is. Make sure you have a process in place to follow. You're looking to put a process together that includes this, then head over to www.betterleadsbox.com. Check that out. Get into the boot camp. The boot camp has made people money already. Yeah, other than that, just make sure you got your sales process in place, and it is emotionless. It happens no matter who comes through as a lead. It happens. You're going to start seeing that more of these leads are going to start converting. You're going to start moving more needles, getting more people to move, be curious, and talk to you about what it is that you have to offer.